And coming back, we are back.
Yeah.
With Monterey on Tonight, I'm Gary Morris. If you just happened to tune in for the very first time, where you been? I've been doing this for a long time. Hi, Brad. Welcome.
Gary, thank you for having me.
Brad Coffey is in the house, and I'll tell you why he's in the house. Because this guy is an actor, and he's a director. He's a big-time guy, and we're so fortunate to have him sitting in that seat. Because take a good look at this guy. You're going to be seeing him in the movies a lot.
Hi there. Yeah.
You are.
Thank you, Gary.
He's got the look.
I try.
Do a close-up of this guy, Dylan. Put him on.
Thank
Put him
you.
on the tight camera there.
Yeah.
Take a look at this
Thank you.
guy.
Thank
Doesn't
you.
he look like a star?
Thank you, Mom and Dad. And my executive producers over there sitting there, don't let his head get too big right here.
That's right. Yeah, we got to keep him under control, right?
Please,
Yeah,
please.
we got to keep him under control.
Thank you. It keeps me grounded.
That's
fine.
what you got to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I need it.
You
Yeah.
build him up, I'll tear him down.
Anyway, we were having a lot of fun, and I met Brad thanks to JB Skura the other night over in Carmel, and we had a nice dinner, and that's the same night we met Phil, and I invited them to be on the show, and they are here, and I want to ask Brad what he's up to because it is very, very interesting. Come on, tell me what you're up to.
So we just had my movie artwork. My first movie I wrote, directed, starred in, just came out yesterday, and it's now out for the world to see. It was a 2.5 year in the making film. When COVID happened and
Yep.
it shut down essentially the entire world.
Right.
We didn't. If you don't have money, you have time.
Right.
So we took
Lots of time.
Yeah, lots of time. So I had just an ensemble of just some of the best people on the planet that just put a Craigslist ad out, hired them to be on my team, and they showed up. We shot it every weekend for 2.5 years because they all had day jobs.
Where was it shot?
Mostly Monterey and Carmel.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you're living here now.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. For now, yeah.
Are you planning on making this permanent because Taylor's moving here?
Yeah, right. Well, what happened was when COVID shut everything down, my father's 93, and he actually just went on hospice. So I was up here the past couple months taking care of him finishing up the movie. So just trying to, dealing with all those ghosts, I guess.
Right.
And so we're so now that that's figured out, he's doing well.
Thank
Happy
God.
Father's Day, Pop.
Yeah, that's right. Happy Father's Day to him.
And so with that being said, so I'm comfortable here for another few months. We have a new movie in pre-production as we speak, and we're scheduled to start shooting that end of this year. And if that be the case, that'll be filmed. It's another movie that I wrote and I'll be directing as well, called Point of the Pines, and that'll be up in.
So this is going to be like number 2.
Number 2, yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
This will be up in Ben Lomond,
Okay,
just north.
right up the street.
Yeah, and then possibly part of it will be also in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, when are you going to be in Nashville?
Possibly January.
December 25?
January. Yes.
When you're in Nashville, I want to come back because I have a great friend who has been begging me to come to Nashville.
Okay.
Freddie Cannon, he has creative and dreams. He's got a lot of artists in his arsenal, and he's been begging me, come on, Gary, you got to come to Nashville, When you're in Nashville doing your film, I'm going to come.
I would love to have you.
You got to make sure you get me an invite.
Yeah.
We'll
give him the steak and lobster on set, too, when we're there.
There you go.
Yeah, let him know.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, that's coming up in January?
Tentatively, yes.
Well, okay.
Yes.
Well, if you change it around a little, I can be flexible.
Great. That's fantastic.
I can be flexible.
Yeah, well, you're
but
always
tell us about the film now that you're going to be releasing soon.
Okay. Well, it's a thriller.
I think we got a clip. Don't we have a clip or something or a trailer to show?
We do. We
Hey,
have the
Dylan,
trailer.
do we have the trailer?
Yeah.
Well, let's run the trailer and then we can talk about it.
Sure.
Here's the trailer.
I steal art. I steal art and I sell it. I don't keep tabs on your rival gangs.
4 places in 1 month. Can you believe this guy? And no one has anything on him other than his mask.
Need to find out where the last one is. Bet that's where he'll be headed next.
It says here that it burned down in a museum.
So then who's he giving this painting to?
I want out.
I'm not just gonna let you walk out.
Viktor Surikov. He wants something very valuable to him. I know where it is, and I'm gonna take it. I steal it, I bring it to you, and I'm out for good.
And we have a deal.
Mark,
I'm Sophia, the very smooth Mark.
I try.
Are you saying that Benny Fang has my painting?
What was the name of that painter from the last painting you bought? Why?
This old Russian painter, Ivan Shishkin's diary. So you're saying we have to break in somewhere?
Not you, I do. But I prefer sneak in, not break in. Oh, and Victor.
Oh.
You ever come back here again? You won't leave here alive.
You're coming with us
For what?
as a person of interest.
We got everything we need to bury you, Mr. Masked Art Thief. Surprised the papers didn't give you a better nickname.
And me not being in handcuffs tells me you guys are looking for something else.
I'm really honored to have you on the show. That's
Thank you.
fabulous.
Thank
That
you.
is really, really great, Brad.
Thank you.
Brad Coffey, right here on Monterey On Tonight. And I can't wait for this thing to... Are you going to have a premiere here?
Well, so we we had a private screening at Del Monte Mall.
Okay, okay.
The mall there, the theater, the Cinemark.
Yeah.
And we did that for just the family and friends,
Okay.
the cast, the crew.
Sure.
Of the film. And there's about 120 people that went there. And it was a beautiful time with red carpet, everything. It was great.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, and it was a fantastic time. But then this one, we actually have another screening at KSCO
Oh,
Radio.
in Santa Cruz.
In Santa
And,
Cruz.
over at
And-
Michael Zerling's place.
Correct, yeah.
Is that
yeah.
coming
Shout
up?
out MZ, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to MZ. Is that coming up?
That's coming up this Saturday. June
Saturday,
22nd.
the 22nd. Okay,
Mhm.
great.
So
I love it.
we're doing catering, barbecue,
Oh.
beer and wine. And
How do I get a ticket?
All you have to do is ask me, Gary.
I'm asking.
yeah.
I want to be there. Dylan, you want to go?
Dylan's got to go. He's got to be there. And that's the 22nd, and we're gonna do. We're gonna premiere it there on the back patio. We got
That's a great spot.
Yeah, a huge screen
man,
in the back.
lagoon there.
Yeah,
oh
yeah. Little projector back there, a huge 24-foot screen.
Oh,
and it's gonna be
wonderful.
about a
How
couple hundred people.
exciting.
Yeah, that's
wonderful, wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, I cannot tell you how, as I said, I'm so honored to have you here on the show.
Thank you.
And
Thank
to
you.
see the kind of work you're doing. I mean, my
you.
goodness. A lot of effort goes into doing something like that, folks, in case you didn't know. Time, effort, and money to make a movie like that. So we're wishing you the best, and we're going to watch your career very closely here on this show and follow you and have you back on, because that January thing you're going to do in Nashville of great interest to me.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fabulous. How long did it take you to put the whole thing together and make that happen? Was that a couple of years?
Yes, 2.5 years. So what happened was when COVID essentially shut everything down. We all know what happened in 2020.
Right.
I was living in Los Angeles at the time, and then I came up to take care of my father back in 2020, and then I had an idea for a script, people were selling their cameras, equipment, lenses, everything. All my friends at the camera shops, and
Yeah, there was no business.
no business.
Business
So they're
dried up.
yeah, so they're selling everything dirt cheap
Yes.
to try and just put
Just
food
stay
on the table.
alive, right?
Yes,
To
yes.
just stay alive.
So I got a really nice camera. I got the lenses, all the gear, everything I could, because you're never going to find a deal like that ever again in the history of ever.
That's right.
Unless another pandemic happens again, God forbid, like 50 years from now.
No kidding.
So I did that. Put a Craigslist ad. I was like, I'm just going to make my own movie.
You decided to do it on your own,
Yeah.
and you put it together.
Yeah.
And here it is. You wrote the script,
I wrote the script. Yes.
and you acted in the movie. And now, were the other actors in this particular film, are they locals? Are they from Southern Cal? Where did you get the team?
Well, one of the actresses, she's one of my very dear friends, and she's a very familiar face. She was Tommy Pickles from Rugrats.
Oh,
and
wow.
Dottie from the Pee Wee Herman movie.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
Buttercup Powerpuff Girls. E.G. Daly. She's a very good friend of mine. And I asked her, she's in the movie as well.
Okay.
And everybody else was essentially people that were living in Monterey at the time that aren't from here, but that responded to the ad. And when I met with a few people, and Kevin Paul, my producer, who I'd like to bring on in a second, he was one of the first to respond to the ad.
And that's how Kevin got involved.
That's how we got involved. And as soon as I got with him, I gave him the script, and it was essentially going to be a 5-minute pilot first.
Just the pilot, yeah.
Yeah.
You shoot the pilot and then go from there.
So we shot the pilot, and I called him up, and I was like, hey, listen, we got to do. I think this could be a feature film. I think this could be something a little bit better than just a pilot. So I did, and he was like, well, this is going to be a whole other thing. So we essentially kind of parted ways from the first group of people that we were working with, and then we hired an entire new group of people.
I see.
And and the new people, everyone was so great, and I feel I'm so grateful that everyone stuck with me towards the bitter end.
You've been blessed.
Amen.
You've been blessed.
Amen.
Yeah. When you're doing something like this so creative, you got to have a collaboration of a lot of folks that are like-minded.
Yeah.
People like you, and when it all comes together, it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. It really is, and that's a great film.
Thank you.
I just can't wait.
Thank you.
If you folks want to sneak in next Saturday night at KSCO Studios in Santa Cruz, drop on by. Yeah, it'd be wonderful.
Yeah, get some free barbecue while
it barbecue and meet Brad and get an autograph, and that'll.
Yeah, we'll have a red carpet there in the backdrop, so
that's wonderful.
Welcome to take photos and everything with everybody. Yeah.
How cool is that? I mean, you want to get connected to showbiz people. Hey, Tony, over there in Hilmar, drive over to Santa Cruz tomorrow, next Saturday night.
Yeah. And there will be a few celebrities there,
cool.
a few famous actors and musicians
Wonderful.
that will be showing up.
Can't wait!
Yeah.
I can't wait to be there for the barbecue. And MZ promised he was going to show up.
And he better.
I know Phil, my first guest tonight, your Phil, buddy.
Yeah.
He and MZ go back a long time.
Yeah, and it was funny because when Phil, and that's kind of what brought me here. Phil was with our friend JB, his name got mentioned, and they got talking because MZ was a mutual friend of theirs.
The connection.
And then Phil said, hey, I got this director-actor friend who knows this, and then I have this, and so they kind of plugged everything together. And
that's
then
great.
He reached out to MZ after many years. He did, his landscaping business that he does. And,
yes.
But
and what he's working on is fabulous.
His music app, that's gonna be the next thing.
It's gonna change everything.
Next thing for musicians is Amplify.
I've got some VC people I'm going to introduce him to.
Yeah.
Because that's all with that app. That's all he needs is the mega bucks to make it happen.
Right. That's
all it's about. Well, listen, it's been so nice to have you here tonight.
Thank you.
I know you were here a little longer than normal because you went through one guest in the middle with Tom.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. But, I enjoyed every second of it.
You got to have some of that wonderful Mountain Mike's pizza. You want to have him on for a second?
I just want to bring on
Kevin.
I want Chemo if we could scoot over and we could squeeze in here.
Yeah, come on. Let me move over a little bit. Bring that chair.
He's gonna. This is my executive producer, Kevin Paul.
Hey, Kevin. Thanks for coming, buddy.
Thank you.
This was the reason I got this film done.
Kind of lean in a little bit.
Okay.
So Dylan can get in the shot. Yeah.
Yes.
It's nice to have you too.
Thank you.
And
You
I
will
saw-
absolutely come to the January 22nd event. You have your name's on the list already.
All right.
We'll get your name on the list as well.
Absolutely, yeah, we'll be there. You talk about next week?
Absolutely.
June 20th.
June 20. Yeah, I said
June-
January.
you said January.
Sorry, my birthday's in January.
Oh, all
so I'm
right.
just
Well,
stuck
you're
on
you're
that.
getting ready
Yeah,
for
yeah,
your
yeah.
birthday.
Right, exactly.
Happy
yeah.
birthday in advance.
Yeah,
Are you going to be in Nashville?
It's very, very possible. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, if he's making a movie in Nashville, then I'm required
You're
to be
going
in
to be
Nashville.
there. All right.
He has no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he's the executive producer.
That is correct.
Of this particular movie
Yep,
that's
yep.
coming out, and you guys did a fabulous job.
Thank you so much. I hope you
Really?
enjoy the film when you watch
Oh,
it.
hey, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I
And for the
can't wait.
viewers who want to watch it, where can they see it?
So right now, we've been licensed on multiple viewing platforms. We've been picked up by Reveal, Popsy on Plex. We are on Stash Thrills and Chills on YouTube right now, which is free. You can go there right now and watch it. Stash
Great.
Thrills and Chills, and just type in artwork.
Artwork. That's all they need is artwork.
Right. We've also been licensed by Amazon and Apple TV.
Great.
Those
Great.
haven't
That's-
gone live yet.
That's big, man. That's
we're-
big.
We're
That's
jumping.
big.
Those particular ones have a few more hoops you have to jump through.
Yeah. But you know
those
what?
hoops
You
are gonna
guys
jump
are going to
through
do it. That was a well done film.
Thank you so
Well
much.
done.
It's a labor of love. I knew right away when I met him. The very first conversation, he called me on the phone and we talked for 45 minutes. And
There
it
you
was
go.
like,
You guys,
when we hang up, you're stuck with me.
You guys are in the biz. You know what's happening in this business. It ain't an easy one. This is a tough business.
No, it's rough.
But
You
you have
also-
what it takes.
You can't make a movie by yourself. We couldn't make this movie
No.
by ourselves.
No.
We had cast, we had crew, we had a lot of locations that when when you walk into a multi-million-dollar art studio and you're like, can I film a heist here?
Yeah.
You're not entirely sure what kind of answers you're gonna get. No one said no.
And that was the best part. We just walked in and asked. Everyone said, "Sure, go ahead."
Sure, go ahead, do it. Yeah.
Everyone's like,
It
well,
was
you know
fantastic.
you're on your way when those kind of things happen.
100%.
Because I call those God winks.
Yes,
Yeah.
those are.
That's what
Oh,
they are.
absolutely.
They
The only
are
question
God
everyone
winks.
ever had is, well, do you have an insurance clause? We got an insurance clause.
That's all they need.
All right,
They want to
then.
just be protected from liability. That's all it is.
That's all it ever is.
That's all it is.
Yep.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight on Monterey on Tonight. I'm looking forward to Saturday night, the 22nd, over at the KSCO Studios in Santa Cruz. And if you guys need any information, it's Gary at KMBYTV.com. I'll send you out all the info. And look for Dylan and I to be at that party. It's a premiere party on the 22nd of June over at KSCO in Santa Cruz.
It'll be quite the party.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Great.
get back to one more video because this is actually now an extra to the Burt Baccarat. We ran out of videos from Burt, but there's one singer that sings his song. So, Dylan, let's play her. And I can't even pronounce her name. I have to do it when we get back.